And we'll go back to doing sort and sync demo. Okay, so you can see here we also need to wire up to line. Okay, so just make the sort and sync is like asking an operator to put the product on the conveyor or on the plate, right? So it's just like this is a non-physical behavior that we can use it to create the product. Okay, so we also already have corresponding behavior for it, and then also need to wire up some signal for it. Okay, so maybe back to here, yeah, source. Okay, so the source property will be in our conveyor. So we can check out with the conveyor first. Okay. So let me rewind with less sections. Okay, now we already can use like a conveying peak and place. Okay, and make the conveyor leave like this. And now let's doing with source and sync. So now we just switch to modeling. Okay, double click the conveyor. So we can check out. Here in our behavior list, we got general frame 1, okay, general frame 2, okay, which is the point for controlling the general point of the product. Okay, and here we also got the general frame cover. It's right here. Okay, so these three are frames for you to create the reference. And then we got source behavior 1. Okay, you can see the source behavior 1 right here will reference the general frame 1. Okay, and then the item that I want to generate is the main assembly, which is this one. Okay, so I just use source behavior to use a receiver. Its name is REC source. Okay, to make this product generate at the general frame 1 position. Okay, to create it. Okay, also here you can see here's the cover, right? So this one is the top cover in the layout. Okay, so I will ask the top cover generate at the general frame cover position. Okay, which is this point. General frame cover right here. Okay, so this point. And then the control of it will be REC source cover. Okay, so this is the behavior relationship. So I think let's just do a quick try. Okay, if we already set it right, maybe you can just use our program. Okay, and we'll use our method controller to control it. So now we also need to turn on the signal. Okay, and then the method controller and CV controller. So method controller, method controller and the CV. Okay, dual track conveyor. Sorry. So now you can see here we got the 107 and 108 signal for sourcing the plate. Okay, means the assembly, and also create the top cover. So you can see source to source, okay, cover to cover, like this. Okay, so please help me to wire up these two lines. For I will ask him to use the master controller to also set two digital output to control these two behaviors in the dual track conveyor. And so you can see in dual track conveyor, okay, here's the conveyor behavior. Here's the source behavior, right? You can see REC source, control the main assembly, and REC source cover, okay, control the top cover. The next question is, if we already need to generate the product in this two position, actually, okay, we'll switch back to layout. Okay, please remember back to layout. We have to move the cover and the assembly away because we have to avoid it from generated at the same position, they will be two overlap with each other. So we don't need to make these two physical components at this position. Okay, just like place it on the floor. It will be better. Okay, so here's this accessibility. Here's the top cover. Okay, just place it on the floor. And next, okay, go to our program. And then switch to master controller. Okay, so we'll generate it at the top of this statement. Okay, we can try it. Okay, so just add in another two set statement here. And then you can see here, the port is 107 and 108. So go back to master controller, then 107, 108. So we can try it now. Okay, start simulation. Okay, you can see maybe there's some problem. The product will penetrate. Okay, that is because the general frame point is not right. So maybe we can make a little adjust of it. But you can see now the product does generate, right? So the problem is like this. Okay. First thing, okay, we have to make sure. I think the problem is this one. Okay, and this one is the general frame cover. It's this one. Okay. So you can see now the height is too high for generating the product. Okay, so we can use snap. Wait, okay. So we can use snap function. Okay, and then you can also skip the orientation to make sure that the position you already want is like this. Okay, and then press apply. So I just change the position of the cover. Okay, also you can just switch the position like this. Okay, it's also fine. The height is 385, okay, of this general frame cover. So when we just start simulation, okay, maybe there's still some problem. Okay, I'll check out with the setting of this one. The problem is I have to import my this product and this component maybe have some problem. Okay, I'll just make it right here again. Okay, just on this page. And then I'll just delete this one. Okay, I don't need this top cover. I'll import it again. Delete. Okay, and then I just import it again. Okay, and make sure the top cover, okay, is not at this position. I'll just place it on the floor. Okay, and then back to the conveyor settings. Okay, and at the source behavior, here's the top cover. Maybe I'll switch again, top cover. This still doesn't work. Okay, I think I have to do one more thing for you. Okay, if you still keep penetrating, the problem is the simulation is with two the time set of it is too long. Okay, maybe it means that the first step maybe is right here, and next step is just penetrate. So we can also change these settings to have better simulation precision. Okay, so maybe I'll just change it to 16 and save. Okay, so maybe I can see when I start simulation, the product will stop at right here. Okay, so let me resume it again. Okay, I'll just organize it again. Okay, so back to my process. All I need to do is to change the precision of simulation. But it depends on your PC, because if you make the precision too small, too high, and you will take too much. The simulation calculating will take more resource. So I think we don't need to do anything. We just wiring up and change the precision. Okay, back to our process. Okay, I'll do it again. Okay, the first thing I already know this conveyor will be controlled by source behavior 1 and source behavior 2, which signal is REC source. REC source cover. Okay, I want it to be controlled by the main controller, master controller. So go to signal, CV master controller and dual track conveyor. Okay, I just wiring up these two lines like this. Okay, and next thing, switch back to layout. Okay, I will just make these two product out of my layout. Okay, because I don't want it to generate at the position that it already have some product fixed. Okay, and then maybe just place it on the floor. Okay, and next thing, okay, just go back to our program. Okay, I will start 107 and 108 for generating these two products. Okay, when we start simulation, you can see now the assembly will generate properly. But for the top cover, it will just penetrate because the plate is too thin. So maybe you can just enhance the precision right here. It's safe. So now we can try again. Yeah, you can see now you already have a better result. So you can change your product from the physical component to the source component. Okay, so what is the benefit of it? Like you can see now it's solid and sync, right? So you can just make your process in a while loop. So you can make sure when you're just running this process, you can go infinitely. Okay, so the first thing is please help me to switch. Okay, to add this to signal and make this and make the top cover and the assembly to source. Okay, and also for the sync is with the same way. You can see here's a general frame 2. Okay, general frame 2, and you will be controlled by the sync behavior. But actually, for the sync behavior, it doesn't need to set any IOs. Okay, you just need to make sure when the origin of the source component arrive at this position, and this will be in the radius in the general frame 2 position. Okay, in this sphere. Okay, you have to make sure when the product arrives in this sphere, and then it will just sync successfully. Okay, see now the origin just right here, this product. Okay. You just go here and sync. Okay, let's take a try. Okay, please help me to write these two lines and wiring up 107 and 109. Okay, oh sorry, 107 and 108. And the final thing is to set the simulation settings.